Hey everyone, welcome back. As you can see, it's dark. We're here for a bedtime stretch. So if you've had a long day, this will be the perfect routine for you to wind down. We'll come and sit on our mats in a comfortable position for you. I'm going to cross my legs over. You do whatever you feel comfortable with. And then sit as tall as you can. So if you need to place something underneath your bum, like a yoga block or a pillow to sit a bit higher, feel free to do so. And we'll start with a nice deep inhale through the nose. And a deep exhale out, also through the nose. Good. Again, inhale. Exhale out. Try to relax the shoulders. Good. Keep focusing on your breath, and we'll do a few circles through the head. You can either do half circles. If that feels fine, maybe you can do a full circle. See how it feels in the neck today. Reverse when you feel ready, so that you do both directions. I'll do one more. To sit nice and tall. Okay. Take up one arm, reach out as tall as you can, and then we'll come up and over, keeping that bum cheek nice and heavy on the floor. So we make sure we don't go all the way over. You want to create space between those 2 points. Deep exhale, reach out a little bit further. Inhale to lengthen, exhale to relax. And then we come all the way up and over, other side. Inhale, exhale. Every inhale, try to lengthen out a bit further away. Then once you've reached that new length, exhale to reach it down there. Again, inhale. Exhale, making sure that you're still rooted down through your sit bone on the other side. And back up. Beautiful. We continue, we come all the way through. Chin to chest, we round through the spine, dropping up and over, opening on the other side, and then coming back tall. So we draw a half circle from that side bend. Reverse the side that you came from. Draw out in front of you. Release through. Good. And relax. Gorgeous. Let's come down on our back. You're gonna roll your way down. Take a second to arrive on the mat there. You can bring the feet out a little bit wider than the hips to gently rock those knees side to side. Release any tension from the lower back. Good. And let's bring the arms out into a wide T shape if you have the space. Otherwise, you can bend at the elbows. Knees stay together. We're going to drop both knees down one side. No need to force anything here. Just let gravity do its thing. And likewise, trying to create space between 2 points. So ideally, that left shoulder stays nice and heavy as we drop the knees to the right. Okay, let's bring that into the center. We're going to switch. And one side can feel different than the other. And one day can feel different than the other. So something that might have felt easy yesterday can feel a bit more challenging today, and vice versa. Good. Bringing that back into the center. Let's hug our right knee into the chest, and we're going to lift the left leg out and away from us, keeping that nice and long. Draw a few circles through your foot, one way, the other way. You might want to extend it a few times. Now we keep that leg bent. We're going to reach back into a twist over to the left. One more deep exhale. So we bring it into the center. Allow that knee to drop down into the armpit a bit more, and then gently open that up to the side. And you can guide that through in a way that feels nice for you. So I'm quite open in the hips. Yours might not look like this. Well, it's not really about what it looks like, more about where you get a nice little stretch. So if your leg is hovering around here, you feel good there, then you know you've hit the right spot. If you do want to go a little bit deeper, feel free to grab that foot and gently open that up. This is completely optional. You can stay with that bent knee. Otherwise, you can add in those few bend stretches again. One last deep exhale wherever you are. And we'll switch legs. Okay, so we draw the left knee into the chest. Let's make a few circles with our ankle, one way and then the other way. Good. Maybe you want to add in that bend stretch through the leg. And then we'll keep it bent and we bring it over to the opposite side. Keep your bottom leg nice and long, the rest of the back stays nice and long, but we twist and rotate away from that hip. Or breathe into it. If you need to place a pillow underneath this knee to really relax the leg, feel free to do so. We're going to bring that in, back to the chest. Nice deep exhale, you can keep it here with you or gently start to rock side to side again, seeing how it feels in the hip there. Really feel free to play around with it. So you're always welcome to do something other than I'm doing if you find something that feels nice. And sometimes we accidentally find something that feels nice. And there's no need to rush through that. You can stay in that movement. Good. If you are coming with me and you'd like to go a little bit deeper, then we can use this hand on the foot to try and extend that leg away to get a little bit deeper into the inner thighs and bring it back in. Good. And again, we reach through and in. Or just, you can just keep that going, a little bend stretch. Good. Last one. Deep sigh out. Awesome. Good. We meet to the center. We're going to grab both feet on the insides to come into our happy baby. This is actually called happy baby. Think of dropping the knees down next to you as if you want to get them to the floor. If you're really struggling here and you find that you have to round up through the chest to get to the feet or the bum comes a little bit off, instead just grab your ankles or your calves even, wherever you can kind of relax the knees down while keeping the spine nice and long. Good. And this might be plenty for you, and I would love to invite you to add in a gentle rock side to side to loosen through the hips and lower back. If you prefer to stay still, you're welcome to keep that in stillness as well. If you want to go a little bit deeper again, you can come with me, trying to extend one leg at a time. Good. And the key word there is trying. So even if you can't fully extend into a straight line, the mere action of you trying to extend that leg will already deepen the stretch for you in that area. So maybe give it a go, even if you think that you're nowhere near extending. Good. If you're still exploring there, you'd like to go and try something else, maybe you can extend both legs at the same time to then bend again. Good. All the while, we aim to keep those knees nice and close to the floor. And ideally, we're still sending our tailbone away. So you're not letting that curl under with you as you extend, but you think of keeping the booty down on the floor, reaching that in the opposite direction, and we reach it back in. Good. Again, whatever you're playing around with, we've got about 4 seconds left. Good. If you're in that extended version, feel free to hold it there for a bit. Awesome, and we'll bring it all the way in. We'll bring the soles of the feet together, drop the knees down to the sides. Good. So you're just gonna let that be heavy. No movement. Maybe a little wiggle of the hips. Wiggles are always welcome. But try to keep the knees super lazy. They're really hanging in there. Good. If that feels too intense, feel free to stack some pillows underneath the legs so that, again, they're not hovering, but they're supported there. Nice. And being here, maybe you want to grab your elbows up overhead. See how it feels if you reach those arms out to the top. Creating a bit more length through the front of the body can deepen that stretch in the hips. And switch your grip if you have them up overhead. Beautiful. Stay for 3, for 2, for 1. Nice. Let's reach our arms all the way up overhead. We extend. We squeeze the legs back together using our own strength. So use your inner thighs, bringing a little bit of life back into the hips. If you need to counterbalance, you walk the feet out, you let the knees drop in together. You can spend a few seconds there. If you need to wiggle side to side, that's fine as well. When you're ready, you're gonna lengthen the legs out, arms are out overhead. You wanna create as much space between those 2 points as possible, like you're being pulled in 2 directions. Nice deep inhale. As you exhale, slide out and let it sink down. Good. We'll just hold it there. We'll just lay there, really. Good. If you feel more comfortable with the arms by the side, feel free to take them down next to you. Just think of your ribs being super heavy on the floor, kind of like they're melting down into the mat. The same goes for the hips. Maybe you want to place a hand on your tummy to feel your breath, drawing down a bit lower as well. And we'll stay there for another 10 seconds. You're very welcome, of course, to keep it there longer. And keep focusing on your breath. We'll do one more last deep exhale together, and then I will leave you on your own there. As I said, feel free to stay. Thank you for taking the time to stretch with me, and I shall see you tomorrow.